a brilliant race from you today, mate, in pretty trying conditions. Just describe the day out there and talk us through that course.
Well, the swim was what it was. I mean, it was pretty difficult to navigate for me with the sun in the eyes, and then I had actually to drop my goggles on the first leg because I couldn't see anything, and in the second leg I had to go through all the age groupers, but I got through it, and I was quite surprised to see that I think 4 guys had cut the course short on the swim, and I had to overtake a few guys in the beginning. I didn't expect that. Tried to keep it steady on the flat on the bike, and then go a little bit harder on the uphills, and there were plenty of those. It was my lowest average wattage ever, but I think it was quite inconsistent on the bike course with all the hills, and all the descents were not technical, but every time at the end you had to do a 90-degree turn and lose all your speed, so that made for quite a slow bike course. And I was feeling pretty good coming on to the run, and I just went out in a 4-minute pace out until the first turnaround at 11k, and then when I went back there I could see I had like 25-minute lead on Peter, and then from there I just cruised in pretty much.
Mentally, how tough is it? I mean, you raced the whole day by yourself. Mentally, how much tougher does that make it, particularly on what was such a tough course?
Well, I mean, you just gotta focus on doing what you've prepared to do, and I knew from seeing the start list that I would be alone all day. I knew I was the strongest swimmer and probably also the strongest biker, so for me that was just as expected, and I was best friend with my power meter out on the bike course, and on the run I was just had to keep going.
It's on days like today. It must be a case of not paying attention to numbers and just getting through it and getting what needs to be done.
I mean, you have to pay attention to the numbers, especially uphills, because you can kill yourself on those hills, and then you gotta hold back compared to what you might do, especially in the beginning, because you feel so good in the first 60-90 Ks. You really gotta hold back for the second part. But yeah.
Was the course was it as tough as you expected it to be?
The bike course was tougher. The run was, I mean, I had done the entire run course, so I knew that. But the bike course was definitely tougher, and I mean it was 15 minutes slower than what I expected it to be. And then the conditions got pretty tough also. The wind picked up, and on the last descent we just had a rainfall and wet roads, so we also had to be careful not to kill ourselves out there.
Visually though, it must have been it must have been points where you would have had to pinch yourself that you're riding such a beautiful place like Hokkaido.
Oh yeah, I mean, would have liked a bit more sunshine on the bike course, but it was a beautiful course, and but I mean, really, you just focus on what you gotta do, and enjoying the beautiful course. Has to be another day, because today it was my job to get this done, and I think I did a pretty good job.
2013's been a massive year for you. You've had that big win at Racine, and then to big win here today as well. I mean, what's next for Martin Jensen? I don't know. Actually, I'm considering finishing my season now, and then just taking a few weeks off and start building towards next year. I definitely want to do Kona next year, and I got 2,000 points today, and with the new point system, that means I'm pretty much there. I can do 70.3s for the rest, and so we will see. I might. Initially, I had Western Australia on my plan for December, but now we'll see. Now that I have 2,000 points. Mentally, that must be refreshing to know that you're in such a good position so early before Kona.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a simulation on the rankings that if the new point system were done this year, it would only take 2,800 points to qualify in the first round. So having 2,000 now is obviously the perfect scenario, and if I can, I mean, if I can get a few 70.3 wins, I'll be there for sure.
Yeah. The new Kona Pro ranking system, how are you? Are you happy with the changes? Do you think it needed to happen?
I think so. I mean, it's you want to have the best ones in Kona, and you don't want to have those that just do five races and places fifth every time, and now they won't get there. But obviously, if you're not in Kona, also it's quite difficult to get in, because you really need to get that win to get enough points. But I mean, Kona is for the best, so you gotta be able to win.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you so much for talking to First Off the Bike, and congratulations again today.
Thank you.